Hey, Book Besties. This is Nicole from Booked and Busy, and I done recorded this twice. So here's the second part. So this is question number 10. This is part 2 of the discussion questions in Razorblade Tears. Instead of doing just a book review, I'm going to answer the questions. So this is part 2. Number 10. Ike's wife, Maya, talks about the importance of being an ally. Do you think her experiences as a mother, a black woman, and a nurse have informed her thinking? How do you think she was able to deal with Ike when he was unaccepting of their son? Have you ever had a family member believe something that frustrated or upset you? How did you deal with it? So the first part of the question was, do you think her experiences as a mother, a black woman, and a nurse have informed her way of thinking? Yes. First of all, you're hated because of the color of your skin. You're hated because of your gender, or you're told that you're less than. And being a nurse, being in those patients' care and seeing all the things that they were going through, landing them in a hospital, especially if they were gay or transgender or whatever, however term that you want to say, that gave her experience in, I have to love my son out loud and unapologetically. How do you think she was able to deal with Ike when he was unaccepting of their son? I think that love fizzled a little. I think that she just stayed, as most black women do, because she loved him, but she probably tried to pray it or hope that he would change one day. And it took this for her dream or prayer or manifestation, however you want to call it, for it to come to realization. Have you ever had a family member believe something that frustrated or upset you? How did you deal with it? Oh, no, we don't play that in my family. Everybody's loved. And if they not loved, they didn't want us coming down talking to them. My sister, my youngest sister is lesbian, and she deserves the same kind of love that I get, she's supposed to have. And we, as sisters, as my father, as her father, no, you're not getting ready to talk to her crazy because she chooses to love her the same side of the fence. You're not going to get to talk to her crazy or downcast her because she chooses to love a woman. That's what you're not going to do. And we don't say nothing about it. You better hope we don't get active. Because, she is precious cargo. And what you're not going to do is treat her as if she is a virus or something. No. She did nothing wrong. She just chooses to love who she wants to love. And that is okay with me. Number 11. In the climatic scene, Buddy Lee and Ike note that their sons probably would have forgiven the people who unalived, hurt, or betrayed them, but the fathers do not. Were you satisfied by their choices? Yes, unapologetically. Yes. If it were my child, if it were my kids, if it were my granddaughter, if it was my niece, if it were anybody, my cousins, if it were my sister, hell, if it was my dad, you're not going to just treat them like crap. I have cousins that I don't talk to today because they treated my dad like some bullshit because she didn't agree with something that would happen a while ago. I will never talk to you again. I hope your wig catch on fire. I'm not going to even spit on you to help you put it out. So what you're not going to do is is do something to the people that I love. Oh, I'm going to war. Number 12. By the end of the book, beautiful community has by the end of a beautiful community has sprung up around Ariana. Ike has a last conversation with Isaiah where he tells him that he finally understands what his son has tried to tell him. Love is love. What are some key moments that led him to accept this truth? How did this journey throughout the novel prepare Ike to accept it? And where do you think Ike will go from here? So, first question, some of the key moments that I think changed the trajectory of Ike's capacity to love his son better and out loud while trying to revenge his son's life was the nightclub scene, his conversation with Tangerine. I think that was very pivotal. His conversation with Buddy Lee about them being fathers and how they were both shitty fathers and that they can change it. I think that was pivotal. I think the whole scenario made him look at life differently and to love his son for who he was, not who his son loved or who he thought his son should be. He just loved him out loud and it was okay. How did his journey throughout the novel prepare Ike to accept it? And where do you think Ike will go from there? I think that this journey opened up his eyes to show him what kind of person that he was. How harmful his actions were, because not only did it affect him, his son, but it also affected other people. And how can you save one person who's not related to you, and expect for them to trust you when you can do it for your son? I think that was the pivotal point where he said, okay, I have to make a decision. I can't let nothing happen to you. And I have to make sure that my kid is good. I mean, is his memory is going to be fine. Where do I think Ike will go from here? I think he's going to love unapologetically his granddaughter. I think there's not going to be any barriers. I think he's going to love her with no restrictions. Whatever she loves is what he loves, as long as she's not harming or hurting herself. And he's going to prepare her to be better than he was. So that's my review. 5 out of 5, like I said. I hope you guys pick it up. This is not for the romance girlies. If you're not into who did it and why, if you're not into thriller, suspense, if you're not into crime suspense, this is not the book for you. So please, before you decide to read it, you understand what kind of book it is. But when I tell you this book was action-packed, nonstop, every word was supposed to be there. I can't wait for whatever comes out in on film, on TV, or a movie, or whatever it is. This was such a good read. 5 stars. Happy reading.